Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another ReZero reaction here. Uh, as always, we're with Zach and Taber.
Oh shit,
Oh,
howdy.
There they are, and we'll be watching 2 episodes tonight. Probably be in separate videos, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll be watching. I think this is 15. I believe this is episode 15 for season 2,
I lost track.
and we'll do 16. I'm not sure how many episodes it will even be this season. If it's like 24.
Well, how many was
26
like
or
the
something.
first half of it? Because I'm sure it'll just be
12, right?
I think it was
12.
was it 12?
Well,
I feel
I
like
think it was
12
if
isn't
13.
we're on,
really.
if we're
It
15
was
right
13.
now, we watched 2 episodes before, so we started on 13, 14, 15. You know, at least that's
Yeah.
what it. Whatever.
Or somewhere
I
in the
guess it
story.
doesn't. Yeah, or somewhere in there. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. Last episode was pretty good. I don't know if you guys remember too well, but
Honestly, no, but
it's
we'll
been a
figure it
little
out.
while.
We'll figure
According
it
to
out.
Is
some
that the one with
27.
his backstory?
Basically, yeah, we got a little backstory in Otto,
Oh,
and
yes. Okay, I remember now.
then we saw Otto and Ram kind of distract Garfiel
Yeah.
while Subaru was talking to Emilia, and obviously they had that moment and stuff. And then at the end, they walk out of the little tomb they're in, and Garfield shows up, and that's where it ended. And I remember you said,
right.
and I think we're gonna be getting into Emilia's.
Backstory.
I think Garfield. You said Garfield was probably gonna force them to do the trial.
Yes, that's what I
At
was
the end.
thinking.
So I think that's what's gonna be going down. And I was also thinking about one of the what was it? One of the things you said, Tabor, during I think 2 episodes ago,
Okay.
and it was about Puck, how she vanished. I think he mentioned that Subaru would make a contract with him,
So he didn't
or
die?
something.
Yeah, I think I said something along the lines
think-
of that. I think that Subaru knows that Puck is
Something like
important
that.
to her, so he would like do something that he just wouldn't be gone forever. So either
Yeah, so I
he
was
has a
thinking about
contract with
that.
somebody, or contract with him, or like something is planned to happen later. I don't think he's like,
Right.
yeah, Puck's. Listen, you're gonna leave her so she can grow. I'll take care of her. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, I think it's a possibility because we know that Subaru has a what do you call it? Strong affinity or
Yeah, no,
something like
affinity's
that to
affinity's the right
spirits.
word.
He's like very compatible with them. And
I
yeah,
still want him
I
to start
think
using magic. I'm gonna just say that right now. I want him to use magic so bad, and he doesn't, and it drives me fucking nuts.
yeah, and I feel like he's definitely got to learn something.
He knows that smoke thing, right? That's about it.
Shamac, that's it.
Shamac, yeah. And he just
And it
fucking
drains him.
farts out all this black smoke.
Exactly.
Could
All
be
right,
good for
yeah.
something.
Hopefully we'll see that, and I guess we'll get right in here. I'll share my screen.
All right.
Bing, bada boom.
I'm gonna start taking notes so I can fucking remember the episodes better. No, I want to do it for myself because I mean like last like half of the season, I was like on it. I fucking got a lot of shit right.
Yeah, you were the.
Yeah,
And now
really good.
I know nothing because I just haven't been thinking about it about the same, I guess is the way to put it.
It's partly my fault because it takes me 10 years to edit. But
No, don't worry about that.
Well, you've been
No.
having a lot of problems too, so it's not necessarily your fault. You know.
okay. Okay, this is the wrong one. We're actually on this one. And
Oh. Well,
as you see, it doesn't. This is the beginning. All right.
just start
Yeah, because
talking,
we're
let
seeing
go.
her backstory stuff, right?
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird how they, I don't know, they kind of, they're getting right into it. They didn't even show the things prior, but
Before we start it, I
Mhm.
just want to know when we're gonna see the intro, because
Or
we're
the
3
opening.
episodes in, haven't seen the intro yet. The
I
opening,
forgot about
yeah.
that.
I just want to know what the song is. I want to hear it.
I'm sure we'll get
I'm
it
I'm
this
feeling
one.
like it's next episode.
Either it's this one or the next. I feel like
I
it's
hope
too
so.
juicy for it to not. I don't think it's
Yeah.
this one yet.
29 minutes.
Oh, long one.
Dude, they do not fail to disappoint.
They
With this
always
fucking
do this.
like
They
this is the
always do
only
this.
anime that like I love because they're like long episodes and they're not like a fucking like Petite Clover or whatever at the fucking end. Waste
What?
3 minutes of fucking Black Clover that I wanted to
I
watch.
like One
Oh.
Piece.
Oh, hey.
I'm not saying they're
There-
bad, but I fucking just give me a full goddamn episode.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, ReZero definitely delivers on that aspect.
They do.
But let us get on with it.
Alrighty.
Boom. Let's see what we got. Got a little Emilia. Oh wait, this isn't Emilia.
This is
I thought it
No,
was
uh
Emi-
that's pink. That's
That's
pink hair
Ryuju.
girl.
Yeah.
I thought that was a freaking Emilia for some reason. So maybe they will show
they're
her.
doing a trial.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, and that's Tony the Tiger.
Damn it, Taybers. I remember, I think two episodes ago, Subaru was talking to Ryuzu, and she mentioned you went into a trial with Shima, or no, Garfiel went into a trial, and then Shima ran after him to help, and that was a forbidden thing for her to do,
Okay.
and she got in trouble. But I think that's what they're showing right now. Oh, okay.
Ooh. Alright.
What did this man see?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's why I got a
the
scar.
Damn. Right in it.
Damn, Garfiel. Okay.
I don't think scars form like that though.
I mean,
In a perfect X shape.
okay, so we're starting.
やっぱり無茶やらかしやがったな。あんだけやれるやつだ思わなかった。
Never knew we had it in him.
おまけにラムまで口説き落としやがって。おかげでこの
あら
ざまだ。ラムが二人はどうした？てめえらが何を企んでようが関係ねえ。殺してないんだな。関係ねえっつってんだろうが。そこをどけ。俺様が入り口を潰して。
Oh, he's gonna destroy it?
Oh, he doesn't want them to do the trial.
no.
俺をすれば
Oh,
聖域は
okay.
永遠に閉じた箱庭になるぞ。それでいいのかよ。それでいい。
Just kind of pulled out the reverse Uno card.
Yeah. Exact opposite of what we thought he was.
Yeah.
Alright.
Took a left turn there.
Oh.
何のつもりだ。え
Trying to step up.
あなた、
Oh, hell
何
yeah.
をそんなに怖がってるの？
What are you so afraid of?
俺様が怖がってるだ。
怖がってるじゃない。だから大きい声を出して、精一杯自分を大きく見せてるんでしょ？
Hey, Emilia's calling him out.
Looks-
Damn.
何を分かったみてえに。
わかるわよ。だって、私もずっといろいろなことを怖がりながら生きてきたもの。今日までずっと私は怯えて生きてきたの。パックに嫌なことを預けて、忘れて、それをやっと思い出して。
Growth.
何も
でも、あなたはその何かを本当はもう見つけてるんじゃないの？
黙れっつってんだろうが。中途半端だなガーフィール。
Oh shit.
確か
Alright,
に
they're just gonna start gaining up on
一度失敗してる。見たくない過去を見せられて、メソメソ泣いてたってのも否定できねえ。でもエミリアは挑むよ。何度でも。負けて逃げたお前とは違う。ガーフィール。お前は自分を置き去りにした母親のことを恨んでるのが。
Oh, that's right.
Damn.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Mother abandoned.
Dropped it on him like that.
家に上がるときは靴を脱ぐのに、人の心には土足でズケズケ上がり込むのが夏木家の家風だ。
Ruthless.
お前の母親は、お前とフレデリカを置いて聖域を出た。それで、お前はどうしたないから
Damn.
何が言わなきゃわかんねえんだよ。言葉にしなきゃ伝わらねえんだよ。母親が憎いなら今すぐ外に飛び出して復讐でも何でもしろ。中に入 八当たりしてんじゃねえ。俺さ、
Might see some growth from Garfiel soon.
本当のことを言ってみろよ。俺は母さんに幸せになって欲しかった。邪魔だったんだろ。俺や姉ちゃんが幸せになるのに邪魔だったんだろ。俺たちなんさ見るのも嫌で当然だ。そんな重に放り捨ててって何がおかしい。母さんは幸せになるために外に出てったんだ。
What you said, Zach, right?
母さん恨んじゃいねえ。
Huh?
Kind of what you said. You just dropped him off.
Oh yeah, just left them
墓所
there.
で見たんだ。母さんはここを出てすぐ崖崩れで死んじまったんだよ。
Oh,
Oh, she's dead?
なんでだ。
I see.
幸せになるために
No, sorry.
俺たちはどうしたらいいんだよ。母さんには幸せになってほしかった。俺たちの悲しさも寂しさもその幸せのために意味があったんだって思わせてほしかった。俺に母さんを恨ませてほしかった。
Huh?
We're seeing a lot from Garfield here.
Interesting. Yeah.
In a state we've never seen him. He's very vulnerable. So
I went through a bunch of different opinion switches just now because when he was like, Subaru was talking, like yelling at him and stuff,
Mhm.
I thought he might have ended up being like not the best person, you know? Because it
Garfield
seemed like he
or
he
Subaru?
might have just been trying to destroy the sanctuary. Yeah, Garfield.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just destroy the sanctuary. So I was like, what the hell? Is he actually not a good guy? Then he brought up the whole backstory, and I'm like, just
Yeah, for
wave
sure.
of emotions. But yeah,
Learning
yeah.
a lot.
Oh yeah.
外の世界なんか絶対に行かせねえ。
Still gonna hold this position.
Oh,
ばっかが幸せじゃねえんだ。どうにもならない奴らだっているんだ。
Tony the Tiger.
damn. Oh, is he gonna get big again?
Protect everyone.
Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. I can already tell.
Oh, Otto and Ram might come in
Someone's
clutch.
gonna come in. Yeah. I'm actually worried. I'm worried, man.
Subaru can't die.
Something bad.
His bet with Roswell is.
It's been
Gonna be done.
episodes since Subaru's died.
I don't think he's gonna die. I really.
Oh.
See, Emilia.
Uh-oh. Oh.
And Subaru. I don't know how they're gonna.
Subaru
That's
doesn't have any
this.
powers. Puck's coming in or something. I don't know. Just throwing it
Just
out.
start running at him.
It's not gonna work out the way he thinks it is.
Shamac. Yeah.
Oh!
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, this is
Is he
good.
unlocking his powers?
Yeah.
His powers? Yes!
Now he's gonna be okay.
Is Shamac just evolved?
No,
This
no,
is the
his.
character development we needed.
Yes, Subaru. Holy sh!
What?
What is?
Oh, it's a crystal.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Crystal?
Oh,
If you
yeah.
go, yeah, it's the crystal for sure.
Oh, I didn't see.
If you go back a
Oh,
little
he's
bit,
turning
you see no, go back just like half a second, right? No, yeah, and then when it's a close up on his hand, pause it.
You see a little lace.
Right there, you see like the lace of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little string, whatever it is.
Damn.
And there it is in his arm. Because it just waited.
Nope.
Can't believe Subaru
Oh
just
wait,
did that.
Garfield has the same one. Oh, that's Frederick. Okay. I thought it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Emilia's for some reason.
Yeah, Subaru's always had that crystal.
Forgot about that.
Frederico, yeah.
僕のアシストはここ
ど I knew it. Okay, continue. I'm ready.
Hold on.
What-
What is?
Is that-
Okay,
is that
so
Frederica?
Why is Puck in here?
Oh, is that
bec-
Puck? I
the
couldn't
reason
tell
it's
by the-
Puck is in that crystal is because it's the same type, most likely. I don't know fucking what the crystal is on Emilia's necklace is, but it's the same thing. And I told you he made a pact with Puck because I'm a genius.
How you watch this
Alright.
episode?
Fuck
Just
off.
kidding. Yeah, I don't know how you. Just, okay,
I
you're
mean,
right. You
I guess
predicted.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
僕のアシストはここまでだよ
So Puck's still with us. All right.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
much
Yeah,
better.
good to see.
ぶっ倒されろガーフィール数の力を思い知れもっと他に
Is he though?
言い方があんだ
Oh my
well,
god.
Did he just take it?
What the
Because
hell?
his
This
dad
isn't
beat him up when he
Subaru,
was
dude.
younger. That's
Who
why
is
he's
this
like that.
guy? This ain't Subaru, dude. Who is
No,
this?
it's because his
Subaru with a
dad
chain.
beat him up when he was little. That's why he's so strong.
His
He
dad.
went
Yeah.
through like the most character development within an episode that I've ever seen.
No, this isn't
This
character
is
development.
insane.
Shut up. He's not developed yet.
What else is Subaru gonna? pull
He's
out?
he's not
He's gonna
done, dog.
transform into a monster now or something.
Yeah. Garfield's like the strongest.
Damn,
Oh, a
he just
tooth!
fucking spit out a tooth.
お前が怖がっ
Yeah.
て壁なんだ
Oh, someone's
どんな時だってやりたい
someone's about to go now.
そう思った時がスタートラインだろうが
He's a motivational speaker.
Yes.
手を挙げて歩き出すの誰がどうして諦めろなんて言えるんだそうだろガーフィールそうだろ
Is he gonna punch him?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Oh, Rem.
He's been through it, and he's
Oh.
just. Subaru knows.
Oh,
Bro,
Shamac. Shamac.
what is happening?
No,
Going Ultra Instinct.
I forgot about what this. I forgot what the
Oh, are the hands
Orbans.
coming out? What's going on? Hold on.
I don't know. That's his core, I think.
Yeah, that I forgot how that works though.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew it. Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I knew. I called it, dude.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. Oh,
When is
Oh.
he? Did you, you think of that on the spot? Or...
嘘だろ
I just fucking.
お前本当にどんだけ
God
頑張
damn.
ったんだ
Holy crap!
なめてんじゃねえ俺様が俺なきゃ
Oh, he's out.
He's done.
He's out.
Not until Emilia punches him in the noggin.
でされちゃうん
No.
I think Emilia will get the last freaking.
しまいだもう
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh,
I tried.
oh, Patar.
Tap flesh.
Company.
Oh,
clutch.
the best girl.
Yeah, the trash. She's got
Oh,
revenge.
revenge. Oh no.
Garfield RKO'd her
Yes.
earlier on.
じゃあみんなの思いを束ねた
Oh god.
絆の勝利だ
It's like the cliche. And he's
クエインの意志は一
Shonen.
人じゃ
A
上がる
Quain Stone. No, no, Quain Stone. Is that what they're called?
やったが
I think it's just something, one of his sayings, like that doesn't
Oh,
make
like,
sense. Yeah, he
Alright,
says
fair enough.
like random phrases.
じゃあ上がる
Can I just say
こと
it
Yeah.
has taken, what is it, like 40? What episode are we on?
41.
40 something?
In
41?
total.
It's
at
taken
least.
41 episodes,
40
but Subaru finally can do something.
He's done it.
No,
has
he
an
can't
ability.
do shit yet. He just
Well,
got that
you
ability.
just- you just
Wait,
saw the shadow
wait,
hand.
stop,
You saw
stop,
the shadow
stop,
hand.
stop, stop, stop.
You saw the hand, man.
We
It's-
all know that he's gonna try to fucking use that shit the next time he fights in the mansion, and it's not gonna fucking work the first time, and the second time it's gonna almost work, and the third time he's gonna be like, yeah, and it's gonna work, and
Yeah,
it's
but
not
he
ready
did it
yet.
It's
not ready
but he still
yet.
Did it. He did it once.
it's not ready yet.
He's just been a human the whole show, and now he's more than
No, no, no. Because he can fucking fart out black dust. So he's never
Yeah,
been
but
human
It
ever
doesn't-
since
Yeah,
that.
he hasn't used that a single time, except for now.
Oh
So
my
it
God.
still stands.
I think the point is that Subaru is finally
Oh yeah, he's
slowly,
finally.
slowly. It's not.
Oh yeah,
It is huge.
it's a
It's
big
just
it's
really
development.
it's no
awesome.
shonen
Yeah.
level, but we'll
It's
take it.
He's
Fair
not.
enough. Fine.
Yeah,
We'll take
but
it.
he's finally
It's
starting to learn
exciting.
some new things, and I think it's still gonna take a while for him to get used to it and
Oh yeah,
such.
for
I don't know
sure,
how
but-
useful it's gonna be. I mean, Garfield was pretty already weakened down there.
oh yeah.
Just caught off guard. But
It's cool to see at least.
hey, he got an upgrade to a Shamac, it looked like, and yeah,
And then the
it's
shadow
cool
hands.
stuff.
やったがそれらしい格言が
And yeah, took a toll on him for sure.
Alright. Oh,
Okay, here's his core doing something.
あの
Next.
性悪魔女が原因
Oh.
だな
Satella?
あいつの言ってた
Satella?
Or
怠惰
no,
魔女
Echidna.
因子
oh yeah, he's the fucking apostle of sloth, right, or something. I don't know.
見えざる手のひら視覚外の衝撃いや深しなる神の意志
Because I think when he defeated Betelgeuse, he got his sloth factor went up or something,
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, Betelgeuse also had the shadow hands too, and
Yeah.
Subaru does the same thing, so it's connected in some
yeah,
way.
yeah.
見えざる手のひら視覚外の
That's
Let's see
also
here.
not how the scene went.
深しなる神の意志インビジブルプロビデンスと名付けよう
Invisible
Oh my
Providence.
godness.
Could have chosen a better name, but we'll take it.
Black Pillow.
ま
Let's
た
go.
エミリアに鎌倉されて
go.
るか
Hell
大
yeah.
一番を乗り越えた後のご褒美だな
That's Emilia's signature move.
はいはい
Hi, hi.
Always put Subaru in check.
Damn, his cheek swelling went down real fast.
Auto.
夏希さん目が覚めてる
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
い
Okay.
何すんですか
うっせバーカバーカお前が勝手なことすっからだろうが
Yeah, what the hell,
お
Otto?
前のアシストがなかったらやばかったかもだし感謝してないでもないんだからね
何言ってんだかわかんね
Oh, I love their
無
friendship.
事でよかったぜ
Hey, oh, okay. Switch like that.
Yeah, he was switching up
え夏希さん
on
も
auto.
通訳いりますか
心配させないで
Oh,
よ
I forgot he could talk to
Yeah.
つい
animals
でに
in
調子
nature.
に乗らないで
He's
今は
dead.
邪魔しない方がいいと
Oh,
思う
rims.
Black pillow.
Even he gets one.
ガーフ起きたの
Don't they have a thing? Aren't they into each other?
No, he's into her.
Garfield's into her. Yeah, into her.
な
Yeah,
ら
okay.
とっととどきなさい
I knew that was gonna.
Oh, yeah, okay. Guess that
言い
answers
方
that.
や足がしびれたわダメね女の本音が聞きたければもっと工夫しなさい
Oh,
No way.
so you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah.
ガーフあなたバカなんだ
Oh, well,
考
there,
え
there
る
you
の
go.
だよ
Too
今後は
stupid.
何も考えずに頭空っぽで戦いなさいラムやエミリア様のためにね
This is just Ram's way of supporting him.
負
I
け
guess.
たな認
I
め
get,
る
yeah,
け
it's
ど
the only
な
way she knows
認
how.
めるのと下るのとは話が別だなんなら今から続きを
つべこべうるさい
お
負けたでしょ負け猫ガーフ
Oh fuck.
Perfect.
好きな女の前でどれだけ惨めになる
That
か
was
知らせる
awful.
だからって
I don't get it.
ヘラヘラ笑
Oh,
って
wait, never mind.
てめえ
Okay.
ら
You fucking idiot, Jordan.
負けたのは認めても間違った
You
の
caught
は
it before
認
we
めて
could
ね
say anything, so it's
そ
okay.
うだ俺様は自
Oh, she's gonna make him do the trial?
ガーフが変われるのか
Oh.
それともうずく
Oh,
まったまま動けない小さな
Face
子
is
供のままなの
past.
か
she's definitely the dominant one in this relationship.
否定し
She's always been dominant like that, though.
Yeah.
勝手に見限ってんじゃね
Come on, Garfield.
Subaru's
Maybe
rubbing off. Huh?
he might be the one to actually free everyone, not Subaru and Emilia.
決まった顔をしているわね まあ大丈夫よ、ガーフ。泣くほど怖い目にあったら、ラムが慰めてくれる。
Either way, I think.
古い付き合い
Oh,
を休め
okay.
て。
Oh, friend zone. All right. But yeah, either way, I think Garfield's going to be an important ally.
Yeah, he might be the
I'm
one
sure
that
he will.
something's gonna happen.
It's
Be
gonna be
doing
really
it now?
yeah.
She's
Why
going
not?
for it.
Blast him.
So maybe we'll learn about Garfield's past first
Oh, maybe.
instead of seeing Emilias.
Oh, so that's what this trial is?
The first trial.
Dealing with your past?
Yep. Face your past. I don't think we know what the second or third one is.
He caused a landslide. That's what it is. Boom. Figured it out.
Oh, was he not able to do the first trial to begin with?
I don't
No,
think
he didn't
he did,
complete it.
no. Ah.
Oh, so Subaru and Emilia got through the first one, and then he
Yeah.
still has.
Now it's his turn.
Oh.
Subaru got through the first one. I don't think
Yeah.
we've seen.
No, I don't think Emilia got through it either.
Oh,
yeah.
Emilia's still stuck on the first one too. Okay.
Super blasted that shit first try because he's a genius.
I wonder where that little girl is. That's a
Shima?
girl. No, right
no,
there.
that's him.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
don't know why I even talked. Oh, and that's how they got their
Oh, yeah.
pendant. I wonder how this landslide even happened.
Oh, that
Gar
sure
cries.
let us see it.
And it happens because of him.
It's gonna be like Roswell or something that did it. I don't know.
Maybe
Some important
it's what
characters
Taybers
could come
said.
in. Oh, is it really?
That would make
I-
sense too. He might feel really guilty.
Or her.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
his father did it.
Oh,
Who's
I
his
missed some
father?
dialogue.
Do we know his father?
No. No.
No, we don't know his father.
It's probably Tony
We'll
the
have to wait
Tiger,
and
though.
see.
Sorry.
Or what do you?
Fucking A.
Oh.
He changed his own memories.
Mother loved you both. And you dearly.
Yeah, so he changed his own memories, so it's easier on him.
Oh, okay.
Alright, makes sense.
お母様の口づけを忘れたくてなかったことにしたくて
Oh,
つけたのでしょ
Oh, okay.
that makes sense.
That's why he has the
過
scar.
去がお姉ちゃんにまで頼らなきゃ答えも出せませんの
情けねえのは分かってるけど姉ちゃんしか頼れねえ
Oh.
ガーフはどうしたいんですの
I don't think their relationship is that great
どう
at
し
the
たいん
moment.
ですの
No.
Or at least he thinks, or it made him think that way.
して思い出させてくれたからだ母さんが俺を愛してくれてたことは
Okay. That's what he
Uh,
needed.
That's nice. That wasn't very long.
I'm gonna cry.
Short and sweet. Yeah, I'm
そ
just
れ
tearing
で
up a little.
シーマさんはリュウズさんのお姉さんの
What is it? Is Shima Ryuzu San's older sister? Or I don't know.
妹さんなの
ああいやその辺ややこし
Yeah.
いからまた今度で
Wait, is one of those Shima?
Yeah, one of them Shima.
Okay.
Just read what it said. No, just kidding. Yes, yes.
Oh, she just asked if
Hey, so
One
I'm
of them
assuming
was
it's
older.
left. I'm assuming it's left and right.
left
I
is
think
Shima.
that the Shima and yeah, this is the one Garfield knew.
Yeah, Shima.
Ryuzu
Uh,
is the one that's still frozen, right? That's the original.
I think they're all called Ryuzu.
Yeah, they're all.
Okay,
They gave
okay.
themselves their own names. Remember?
Yeah.
Alright.
それとなんだがよ俺様が試練に納得できたのは多分てめえのおかげだ
Probably.
あるかち
Things like this.
お前
It's
今
hard to tell.
俺言った二度は言わねえ確かに俺様は負けたけどなもしてめえらがここを開いてババアたちが不幸になったら容赦しねえおおそらもちろんだったら口だけやろうじゃねえってとこをきっちり見届けてやれせいぜいうまくやれや
Boss.
Boss.
すごく
Okay.
赤い顔してた
大将って
Yeah,
俺たちの
that
テーマは
boss.
エミリアタンなんだが
男兄弟ができたみたいな気分なんでしょう年上なんだから 多めに見なさい。
まあそれならって待って今あいつが俺より年下みたいなこと言った？
ガーフは今年でようやく
14. She was like 18 or something. What the hell?
What?
God damn. Subaru's already an adult.
She's
He's an 8. Okay, alright. I guess
Damn.
people age differently in this universe.
行くかい？
How old is Emilia?
長い視点
18.
We talked.
Oh yeah.
Physically, she's 18.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
mentally,
This whole thing.
14.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
think in chronological order, she's like 100
like
and something, 114.
250 years. Yeah.
No.
ブルだけだから。ねえ
I mean, she's a bit old for Subaru then.
Oh, shut up.
Well, come on, Zach.
そうなんだけど
Leave that statement in the trash. All right.
What? Wow. Okay.
ねえすまない
What's happening here?
墓所の中でのことなんだけど
Oh, she's probably wondering about
The case.
his abilities.
だからほら
Oh wait. Oh no.
Yeah, the
Forget him.
case.
Oh yeah.
The best freaking
The most
moment.
important part of the show you forgot
Yes.
about.
試練と他
No,
の
I
た
thought.
くさんのことが片付いて
Wait, stop. No,
Wow,
what?
dude.
You have to stop.
I gotta go back. I'm missing.
This is your video, Jordan. You should know what's going on.
It means a lot to me.
試練と他のたくさんのことが片付いてからゆっくり
Wanna get married? Oh.
I feel like she's talking about something else.
What? No, the
So
kiss.
just
You
thinking.
fat
I think-
dummy.
I don't think she's talking about the kiss. I don't know.
今から終わった後の
Maybe.
相談なんて
ないわよ
Hmm.
きっとうまくいく。
It's probably the kiss.
俺とエミリアタンのデート
That's
を
probably-
かけてもいいぜ。
はいはい
Oh. Alright.
Here we go.
それじゃ行ってきます
行ってらっしゃい。車と
Oh,
男に気を
shit.
つけてね。
Cars. Yeah, wrong
言わ
timeline.
ないの
Wrong dimension.
Yeah.
お前のその言い回しも中日でわかると納得だ。友人の格言とか引用してた時期があったし。あのよ、大将にちっとばかし謝んなきゃいけねえことがあってよ。
Apologize.
なんだよ、
Uh-oh.
首相だな。大将に何でも相談していい。
Oh, he's gonna like beat the shit out of him now.
はずいな、これ。俺様、見ちゃって。あ大将がその、なんだ、
Yes.
ひしこいた結果を。
What?
待ってた。だってお前が入る流れになるとか。けどあれ見て思ったぜ。やっぱ大将は底なしの大バカ野郎だ。
Alright.
負けた相手が大将でよかったってな。
No, well, I don't. Is that a good thing?
ガキじゃねえんだから見ないふりしてってガキだって。
You are. Oh, funny. They're gonna be a fun dynamic for sure. Super, you dummy.
This episode was
What a-
too cheerful.
頑張れ。
I'm worried. Oh, Puck was there. That's Puck. Wait, you see that? There's Puck
Oh, yeah.
all over the place.
俺が住んだらデートしよう
Oh, that
ぜ
is awesome.
He did the. Oh, he did all this, by the way,
Oh.
本当に
Yeah.
なんだから
to give her confidence.
Okay.
バカ
Encouragement.
スバルのお団子なす
You can read Braille now too.
約破って何してるのよ絶対の絶対謝るまで許してあげないんだから
What? Oh.
We still got at least one more minute here. Unless it's just the ending sequence.
いや
Ending song. Nope.
ここ数日は本当に千客万来で
What?
Oh, it's like
Oh.
donut.
Oh.
あれだけ集体を
She
探
doesn't
して
look happy.
よくもまあおめおめと顔を出せたも
Dude,
のだ
that kid donut.
差し
I mean,
物
They know each other.
Really-
They definitely
really
know
probably
each other.
挫折して泣きじゃくっても慰めてくれる男に媚びて許しを
Yeah, no, they
し
got
がらな
some
女に
past or something.
何度も何度も僕だけ
Kick
の
her
世
ass,
界を
Emilia.
けなす恥知らずめ彼に許される自分を愛する身勝手極まりない
Damn,
背徳者めどうか言ったらどうだい魔女の娘
Oh my
Ah.
god! Oh my god!
No way. No, I think.
That's why Satella looks like Emilia. That makes so much
What's the-
sense.
Is that true, or do you think she's just saying that to tick Emilia off?
Well, okay. Let's think about
Let's
this.
see. I-
They have the same exact eyes. They have the same hair.
They-
I
they-
said
yeah,
at the beginning,
they're pretty much identical. Yeah.
they're yeah. So there's some correlation. She kind of just confirmed it, whether or not it's true. Emilia still has some sort of connection to the witch, regardless.
Facts.
I-
Facts.
Yeah, I feel like that's obvious at this point, but it would make sense. Oh my god, this is
The
insane.
witch's daughter.
身勝手極まりない背徳
If
者
that's true, oh man.
どうか言ったらどうだい魔女の娘私の名前はただのエミリア
No, well,
エリオール大森林で生まれた
what?
氷結の魔女 同じ
go.
魔女の悪意になんて屈してあげない
A fellow witch.
私面倒
So
くさい
she's a
女だも
witch.
の
She is witch.
Well,
The frozen. She's
I
the
don't
frozen
know.
witch.
I don't know.
No, she's,
No,
she
did you
just
watch?
said, I am
No,
the frozen
stop,
witch.
you fucking
a
dumb
witch.
idiot. Did you watch the
Taybers, you're
OVA?
wrong.
Did you
No,
watch the OVA? Did you watch the? Did,
Fuck
oh,
no.
did you watch the? No, then shut up. Your input is wrong. So
Okay, listen,
continue.
Listen. When was the OVA made? Was it made after this? No.
It was before.
Before.
There we go.
Hell, explaining.
What?
Oh my god, you fuck.
It's just like a title.
They
I
just
think.
confirmed it. They just.
It's
I can't listen.
If
That's
you
what
were,
the people
I
call
don't know.
her.
Yeah.
we can't win against that because you didn't watch it, so it's fine.
The
Well,
frozen
it's like, even if the people called her the witch, she wouldn't just call herself the witch just because other people called her the witch. you know?
We'll see. We'll see. Once we go into her backstory, see exactly what's happening.
同じ魔女の悪意になんて屈してあげない
But
私
Emilia's stepping up
面倒くさい女だもの
for sure.
And
I just- I don't
besides,
know. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know.
I would understand if you didn't think she was part of the witch, whatever, if it wasn't another witch that said that. The other witch knows for sure that she's she wouldn't just bring that up in a trial. There's no point in just calling her a witch in a trial if she wasn't actually a witch, because it only benefits. Yeah, I don't know. She's a witch.
Actually, this comment, she did the Subaru point.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
my point
that's
exactly.
right.
ない
Your point.
I don't know what she meant by that, but
It just resembles Subaru, kind of.
Because he always does the fucking hand in the
Yeah.
air point
Yeah.
shit.
oh yeah, it's true. God, man, that
Oh,
was
what
insane.
what an episode!
It's like the first 3/4 of the episode were like not too intense, but then the ending, like after everything ended, it just went insane, man. I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, lots of a range of stuff. Oh, man, I don't like the Subaru's freaking powers, new abilities to learning about
Oh yeah, dude. I can't
Garfiel
wait
to
for.
Yeah,
Oh, can't wait to see him do more with that. It's gonna be
Garfield's
crazy.
getting a lot of development.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be an integral part of the team. I feel like in the future he sticks around
I
Subaru.
hope so.
They seem. I think their relationship would be pretty cool and funny. This stuff.
I don't even know what.
Uh,
Like
Witch's
I'm
daughter.
trying to make
Witch's
sense
daughter.
of it, but I guess she just started the trial, so like there's all hopefully there's gonna be a lot more to this trial that we're able to see, but who knows? I guess
But yeah, that'll probably be the end of this episode or this little outro here. We're just gonna move on to the next one, so we don't want to have this be too long.
Are we doing a double feature this time?
What does that mean?
That
A
two
double
episodes that mean 2 in 1. Two episodes in one.
Well, I
video.
don't-
That's what that means. Well, because you were saying you didn't want it to be too long, so I didn't know if that's what you were planning on doing.
This may or may not be in one full episode. If it's not, then I guess we'll see you on the next video. If it is, then obviously just continue to follow along here.
Fair enough.
But yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you then. Hello everyone, welcome to the light novel part of this video. I know in the last couple episodes or reactions I said I wouldn't do this, but I figured why the hell not. I'm just gonna go through a couple scenes at least. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but I know a couple people really like this part of the reaction, so I decided I'd record a little bit here. So I believe they're still on volume 13, so I'm gonna be looking through here, and we're gonna be looking through, or I'm gonna be looking through the beginning parts of this episode, and then I'm gonna go over to the part at the end with Emilia and Echidna and see if there's any extra little information there as well. So yeah, if you're new here, I mean, I'm just gonna watch the episode, and I'm gonna just look through the book at the same time, and we're just gonna see if I can find any important things that maybe just couldn't make it in. There, of course, there's gonna be dialogue. There's gonna be extra dialogue. They can't possibly fit everything in. But yeah, I think it was episode 41. Fantastic episode, man. Every episode of ReZero is so damn good. I love it so much. So where's my place here? So this episode is called Nobody Can Lift a Coin Stone Alone, and that is the name of chapter 7 in this volume 13. And there's one more chapter in this book after chapter 7, so 8 chapters total. So this episode might actually finish volume 13, or at least start chapter 8. And the newest volume that was released was 14. I have it over there, but 14 is the newest one released, so we'll get into that after this episode, I suppose. And then volume 15, I think, comes out later in March, so I'll have to pick that up. Alright, so this little scene isn't in the novel, it looks like, at least at the start. This episode starts off with that, but on the novel, it just goes straight to the conversation here, so I'm going to skip over to this part. So, before this part, before he says, you didn't kill him, there's a bit of dialogue here. Some of it's not too important, but so yeah, Garfiel mentions Ram and Otto were the ones who, of course, put Garfiel in this state. And I mean, Subaru doesn't even know if they survived or not. So here's what he's thinking after he says that. But if you two die, it doesn't mean anything. Subaru imagined the worst possibility as cold sweat trickled down his brow. Given the state Garfiel was in, it would not be strange if the difficult battle of which he spoke had resulted in him putting an end to their hard fighting with his claws. This Subaru feared deeply. Then Emilia steps in. Subaru. When Subaru clenched his fist and bit his lip, a voice like a silver bell called out to him. When he looked, Emilia, standing right beside him, was touching his shoulder, her concern-infused gaze peering into his black eyes. Those eyes of hers had not yet come to terms with the emotions inside her. Emilia couldn't have had any way of knowing what this situation meant. Of course, yeah, she doesn't know what the hell's going on here. She doesn't know the whole thing with Ram and Otto and how they were trying to distract Garfiel. Just for Sue to talk to her alone. Of course, it would throw her for a big loop. Even so, Emilia was more concerned than doubtful, putting her consideration for Subaru first. And Subaru says, "Sorry, I look pathetic. Now that I've remembered who's standing beside me, I'm all fired up." And she says, I understand. Don't do anything rash." Then it continues to go on. It's a tiny bit different, but it's basically the same as the anime going forward here. So I'm gonna move on here. So before this part in the anime, before he asks if Garfiel has a grudge against his mother, there's a little bit of interesting dialogue. So Garfiel says this: "Who the hell can win against your own regrets? The trial was set up by a foul-minded witch to teach people that. Don't you get it? Regrets are hard, painful things. I think they're pathetic things we can't face either. The pain of looking at the past is real. But that said, I intend to swallow it all down. Just like you said, the witch has a foul personality. I'll never forget my grudge for her betraying my trust. Even though it was a fraudulent farewell with his parents fabricated from nothing but his memories in an illusionary world, Subaru had faced the greatest regret inside him. From it, he had gained one farewell and one answer. His grudge towards the witch who had granted him this would never fade, but these feelings, too, were real. And he says this, I'm grateful to the witch. I'm glad I faced my past. I ran, and I ran, and I kept running from it. But I'm glad I couldn't run from it. Neither Emilia nor Garfiel could comprehend Subaru's gratitude towards the witch. Perhaps they took his words as wild delusions. It was fine even so. For at the very least, inside Subaru, his stance towards the past was set. And he asks, continues onward to this scene where he asks Garfiel about his mother. So when Garfiel is turning into his beast form here, I just wanted to read what the book says here. More about what Subaru's thinking in this moment. Alright, so turning into a mindless beast so that he would not avert his eyes at the critical moment. That's your mistake, Garfiel, Subaru says. Not wanting to slay his foe, to thrust his claws through his opponent, was kindness. The decision to use his body to protect the hearts of those around him, to protect the sanctuary, was kindness. But making excuses for supposedly unclouded wishes and feelings in order to kill someone who couldn't be left alive, averting his eyes to his own actions, and going as far as to stop thinking at all, that was not kindness, it was weakness. And Subernatsky did not hesitate to take advantage of that weakness. And he says, I'm counting on you, body of mine, don't break down on me when we're inside the ring. And then let's see if there's anything different moving on. So moving on here, I just wanted to read what the book says when he is using his Shamac right here. So, an incomprehensible darkness explosively spewed forth, swallowing the fiendish beast, who was extending his sharp claws whole. Those claws, which should surely have shaved away Subaru's life, never reached their target. The fiendish beast's bloodlust was erased somewhere in that abyss. The next moment, Subaru realized that a fateful impact had destroyed something in the deepest part of his body. He had abused the gate he had been told not to use. He'd used a magic that he'd been forbidden from using. He'd gone against the warnings of his personal healer, the greatest healer in the kingdom. The cost of betraying those words might have been to never be able to use magic again. The gate that had been at Subaru's core collapsed violently, chaotically. Oblivion clawed in his mind. And he says, thanks. The cord he had relied on so many times a day had been cut. To this feeling of losing something he could never regain, Subaru spoke words of parting. The magic he had relied upon several times over had finally had enough of him. It could not be helped. He was grateful nonetheless. With gratitude in his chest, he took a powerful step forward. Then after that, it's basically the same. So yeah, his core there, or the gate, that's what they call it, the gate of his gate has collapsed. So I don't think he can really use magic. But he does use that freaking punch later on. So let's see what the book says about that. So actually here, in the books, let's see if it happens first. I don't think. In the book, Subaru actually punches Garfiel at the same time. So after he says this, and you got a different way of saying that, Garfiel howled at Subaru's line. Their fists both unleashed simultaneously and landing each other's face, letting out anguished groans from the sharp pain. The pair backed heavily away from each other. Setting Subaru's fist aside, Garfiel's blow was tragically weakened. The crystal embedded in his shoulder was absorbing his mana even then. Thanks to its aid, they were able to have a good, honest fistfight. If not for Otto, for Ram, for the crystal, for Puck, Subaru could not have climbed onto that stage. Then it goes on, he's like, haha, thanks to them all, I'm managing to make this then he gets hit again. He took a direct hit to the wide open side of his face. His vision swooned when he put a stop to it with a stomp. So I'm guessing this is the same part here in the anime. His vision swooned where he put a stop to it with a stomp. In return, he kicked upwards into his opponent's gut, sending a straight punch right into his opponent's lowered face. He was hit back. The hard blow made his eyes spin and nosebleeds oozed from Subaru and Garfield both. So I don't think that. I mean, Subaru does punch him, but that's from the shadow hand, actually. And again, it kind of goes on here, so I'll be reading this. Okay, so both their faces marred with blood, the objectively awful and clumsy brawl continued. Each and every blow was weak, but they reverberated in each other's core because of the feelings infused in their fists. Subaru was physically exhausted. Garfield was exhausted in both body and spirit. Thus, the damage spread further. When both sides were depleted in strength, what separated victory from defeat in a fight was skill. Evading Subaru's attack, Garfield spun his body, plunging an elbow strike into the pit of Subaru's stomach. When Subaru moaned in agony, his movements coming to a halt, Garfield delivered a hard chop to the back of his head, and when Subaru fell down, Garfield kneed him in the face. Subaru's vision ferociously shook. He proceeded to move backward and not fall. Subaru's vision... Oh, what am I doing? You still... Just sleep already. Give up, and I'll end this. Don't make me look uncool in front of my girl. Not giving up makes me look way better than giving up. Damn it. If you're a man, let me look cool, you stupid jerk. Garfield probably hadn't been able to look good in front of Ram, the girl he longed for, not even once. Snorting out the blood blocking his nose, Subaru put a smile on his awful-looking face. His expression made Garfield swallow his breath, from which Subaru understood how creepy he must have looked. Subaru felt like praising Garfield's strength. You've done well coming this far. Simultaneously, Subaru felt sadness about his strength. Why did he push it this far? There was a future coming that Garfield could not change, no matter how stubbornly or valiantly he fought. Perhaps by telling him about the future assault on the sanctuary, Subaru might have, Subaru might have been able to move Garfield off that spot, but that would not settle the issue within him. Even if his body moved for a time, his heart would remain in the same place. Garfield would ignore all those watching over him, all those extending a hand towards him, and continue to cower, grieving for his dead mother. Take a good look, Garfield. There's no wall here for you to be afraid of. There is a wall. There is for me, an absolute wall, separate inside the outside. For me, Grandma, and all the others. We're standing still. We're shut in. It's over for us. So let me see if this is happening in the episode. Yeah. So he says that here. I am the wall. Alright, so I'm going to read on here. This is, so far, in this part, it's the same, but I'm interested now. In anger, Garfield lamented that by giving up, his own future was close, finished. Something burned inside Subaru's chest. Amid that war of fists, amid that war of words, nothing made sense anymore. Something was wiggling around inside his belly. His gate was dead. He could use that magic no more. Then what in the deepest part of his body was beginning to assert its existence that very moment? No matter when, no matter the time, if you want to do something, if you want to change, when you think of it, then that's your starting line. When you're frustrated with nothing left, immersed in resignation, stomping your feet, clutching your knees, and cowering. When you're despondent towards yourself, disappointed with others, despairing from feelings of loneliness by being abandoned by those precious of you. When someone says, lift up your face and walk forward again, who the hell replies, why don't you just give up? Give up, go off and die, cower somewhere, garbage, all of it was worthless nonsense. If you're clutching your knees and someone has the courage to speak to you, respond, would you? Hang in there, do it. You may not know how or why, but if you stand and run, you'll get somewhere. The inside of his chest was thought. Isn't that right, Garfield? He called out the name of the small-looking man before him, eyes swaying weakly. The inside of his belly burned. Isn't that right, Emilia? So this is, he says this is an anime. I remember this. Is that right, Garfield? Isn't that right, Emilia? He called out the name of the girl watching from behind, the one who was sandwiched between weakness and the threshold of something yet unknown. Something from the back of Subaru's eyes flooded out. And isn't that so, Rem? He called out the name of the one who'd made him lift his face, open his mouth, open his eyes wide, and stand tall. The one who had taught him that even when your feet were stopped in surrender, that didn't mean it was over. Subaru Natsuki desperately wished for the power she had given him, then to somehow reach all the others. A power that was not Subaru's wriggled inside of his body, making its first cry of birth. As if to bless its arrival, as if to celebrate its birth. Damn it all. Garfiel goes for the swing. A power that was not Subaru. Yeah, we read that one. Okay. Once more, Garfiel swung his claw upward. It was no longer with words, but with actions that Garfield denied all that Subaru claimed. Lacking anything else to say, unable to give up on his feelings, Garfield had no other option. Having closed his eyes to so many things and averted his eyes from the future, he could not face Subaru, hence he had not noticed. That's where he leaped. Invisible hands were waiting. This new move sure gives off a bad impression. The world moved in slow motion. Subaru could clearly see Garfield leaping at him. His hostility had grown to its limit, and yet his face was in tears, like a child throwing a tantrum. He aimed at the tip of Garfield's chin. That's enough, he knew, not with words, but with his heart. Then he pounded that spot with all his strength. The power he released exulted with joy, striking the unwary Garfield directly below his unseen form. So yeah, Garfield can't see the hands. Just like Subaru cannot see Betelgeuse's hands at first. But then pretty much onwards is about the same. I was hoping it would explain more about how he used this ability. But damn, this is so awesome. And I want to read a bit about how the book explains how Emilia is feeling during this whole battle here, after this battle's done. So after Subaru collapses here, there's a bit more in the light novel. So, loudly the land dragon's neighing voice echoed across the sanctuary sky, announcing that the battle was decided. For once, again, the book calls her Pat Lash, so that's what I'm going to be saying here. To Pat Lash, Garfield was a mortal foe who had inflicted a mortifying defeat upon her. On the initial day of their arrival in the sanctuary, Pat Lash, who was pulling the carriage, fought Garfield, who had came to capture the intruders that had crossed the barrier. We know this, of course. And of course, Pat Lash, eagerly awaiting her chance to avenge herself, had achieved her aim. Having witnessed Pat Lash's joys at restoring her honor, Emilia let out a deep sigh. It had been a battle so fierce that she had genuinely forgotten how to breathe. Just as Subaru had asked her to, Emilia had continued watching the grand battle until its conclusion. The sight of the two clashing had no doubt made her want to rush over and stop them many times over. But over the course of that, Subaru's voice and gaze had held Emilia's weak heart in check. There was a scene where she was permitted neither to lend a hand nor speak. Then we'll move on to the next page. It was torture. It was a terrible thing to endure, yet it was a scene where the one thing she could not do was avert her eyes. The scene, the pair's argument, and the pair's clash made something burn inside her chest. Subaru had been so stubborn. Garfield cried in such a tearful voice, two men smelling of mud as they pounded each other to settle their dispute. Emilia did not understand even a fragment of what drove them. Even so, something that was hot, ebbing and flowing inside her chest probably served as answer enough. And then she says, Subaru's going to die if I don't heal him. Snapping back to her senses, Emilia practically flew down the stone steps, seemingly gliding as she raced to Subaru's side, standing beside Subaru. So yeah, this whole thing in the light novel this whole scene was definitely not in the anime here. Standing beside Subaru, Palash gave Emilia an almost wary glare. You don't need to make a worried face like that. It's alright. Without Puck, my control is a little shaky, but I can borrow the power of minor spirits for something like simple healing. So, as she says this, the minor spirits of which Emilia spoke gave off a pale glow as they lent her their strength. Soft light enveloped Subaru and Garfiel and began to slowly heal their wounds. Subaru's pained expression softened bit by tiny bit. Making a thin smile at the sight, Emilia gently brought his head onto her lap. Somehow, letting Subaru her lap like this had become a very familiar development, even though she had much preferred fewer opportunities to give an injured Subaru her lap pillow. When you wake up, there are so many things I really need to ask you, so... But perhaps the things she wanted to say to him numbered more just then. As she murmured, Emilia gently combed Subaru's hair as he slept with the face of a child. Subaru grimaced for a moment, then his lips truly slackened. It was soon after that Autumn met up with them, carrying a ram upon his back. And then it goes on to the scene here, which I kind of want to read in the novel. Like, what is happening here? So, first of all, Chapter 8, Love Other. So, this part in the anime starts Chapter 8. Deep inside the being known as himself, something set down roots, asserting its own existence. Subaru did not even know if the heat it bore was hot or cold, yet the strange feeling of something black and stagnant circulating in Subernatsky from corner to corner gave him some idea as to what it was. Therefore, he asked not why or how, or even what for. There is no reason to ponder such things. That left only one matter for him to worry about. Invisible blow, unseen palms, blindside impact, each sounding atrociously derivative. They weren't stylish at all. These are arms that none save Subaru could ever see, and none save Subaru might ever control. Accordingly, divine was unseen by the eye, therefore I dubbed the Invisible Providence. Okay, so basically it's the same here. It's the same as the anime. Yeah. So not much was changed in that scene. I was interested in that. Alrighty. So that's all I wanted to kind of read in that first part. Now I just want to go to this scene here when Emilia first enters her trial. And actually, all the stuff he did in the tomb here, Subaru broke his promise to stay with Emilia. The reason he did that was so he could do all this in the tomb here. And I'll read in the book here. So even though she had the challenge of trial, even though painful, sad memories surely awaited her, his efforts to cheer her up nearly had her in tears. What a terrible person he was. Something dawned on her. That moment she understood. Since Emilia had come to this place 2 days prior, the only chance to engrave these characters' images was the night before. Subaru had taken the time. Subaru had distanced himself from Emilia's side during that time. And what he'd done during that time was the one thing Subaru absolutely would not speak to her about. What a very stupid thing to break a promise for. So, yeah, I just wanted to read that little part there. That's why Subaru didn't stay with Emilia. So, apparently there's only 2 pages here for this whole part. So I'm just going to read the 2 pages, even if there's not too many differences. So once she enters the tomb, it says this: enters this dream state. Not the tomb. Emilia did not understand if the experience of being invited to her past ought to be called a dream. Dreamlike might have been appropriate to describe sinking into the familiar forest in the innermost part of her memories and stepping into it with her own feet. Surrounded by tall trees, she felt the tranquil breeze and the warm soil beneath her soles as she breathed in deeply. This place inside the trial was not the snowy landscape dotted by white leaden trees that loomed large in her memories. This place had not yet reached that point. That said, it was undoubtedly on the path that would arrive at the snowy landscape Emilia so deeply dreaded, and well, everyone knows, all the viewers know about that. And then, there have been a flood of guests of late, of course, Akidona. Without a word, Emilia turned her gaze towards the person who had abruptly spoken so glibly. Deep in the forest reproduced from Emilia's memories, which was filled with the green scenery just as she remembered, one figure decidedly not from her past stood askew in the shadow of a tree. Leaning upon the trunk, the white-haired woman casually studied Emilia. There, clad in black clothing and bearing a face beautiful enough to bewitch any onlooker, stood Echidna, the Witch of Greed. When Emilia noticed the witch's gaze, the latter smiled charmingly at her, slowly stepping out of the tree's shade and walking over. Truly a flood of guests. Both guests ought to be welcomed, and guests who surely were not invited. As she walked over, Echidna turned a casual voice and frigid gaze towards Emilia. This was no sarcasm. They were pure, unadulterated feelings of disgust and scorn. It's quite something for you to crawl back here after putting on such a shameful display. Even I am shocked at your audacity and refusal to quit. Her frigid black eyes both resembled those of the one closest to Emilia, and yet did not. Her frigid black eyes both resembled those of the one closest to Emilia. So I guess Subaru, and yet did not. This malice was directed not towards half-elves, but toward Emilia personally. It was raw hostility. So Echidna hates Emilia. No matter how dejected and teary you are, you get to curry favor with a man who'll console you and forgive you. You defile my personal world over and over, selfish in the extreme. You're a loose woman, shameless and immortal. What do you have to say about that, witch's daughter? The sheer ferocity of her words would have torn old Emilia's heart apart, utterly smashing it to pieces. Without mercy, without hesitation, the witch hurled insults to whittle down Emilia's spirit, and it was not the only reason she'd been broken by the trial before, but her challenge began there. The witch neither wanted Emilia to challenge the trial nor to overcome it. The witch did not expect Emilia to overcome the trial whatsoever. I see here. I have to do that thing Subaru told me to. Now she understood. It was really exactly like Subaru had told her. When throwing down the gauntlet, when forcing courage to well up deep in her heart, she needed to be like Subernatsky. My name is Emilia, just Emilia, the freezing witch who hails from the great Elior forest. Emilia could tell that naming herself rubbed the witch the wrong way. Privately satisfied with that reaction, Emilia jabbed a finger towards the witch, seemingly shooting right through her into the sky. Another witch's malice will not affect me. I am a troublesome woman like that. And just like that, this volume is finished. That is it. So yeah, not much was changed there. I was hoping maybe we get a little more dialogue in the book, but it's all pretty similar. So yeah, guys, I guess that'll be it for this light novel comparisons. I'm sorry I can't do the whole episode. I'm sure there's a good amount that I missed here during Garfiel's past thing and conversation here before this Emilia starts taking his trial. But I just I can't do it all. It would just take too much time, and yeah, I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for that. But hopefully, you guys, I found some of that to be interesting. But for the final part there, it's cool that Subaru actually kind of told her about that and encouraged her like that to just do that, the pose, and that is awesome. That is really cool. So again, thank you for watching. For the parts I did read through, there were slight differences. I think the main thing was with the Garfiel and Subaru fights. This whole thing here, Subaru was actually throwing punches at him. They're actually like physically going at it. that did not happen in the anime. So that was the main thing in this light novel comparison that was really changed. That was the biggest difference, I'd say. There was, of course, more dialogue, as you'd expect. Some of which I didn't go over because it's not too detrimental to the story. Overall, not too much was changed from the parts I read, at least. So yeah, again, thank you for watching. I will be doing this again for the next episode. I'll be choosing a few things, like 2 or 3 scenes probably of the next episode, and we'll be starting on volume 14 now. Volume 13 is finished, so we'll be going on this one. And I mean, who knows? Maybe I will do the full episode, because there's a lot of stuff in the next episode. Because I mean, me and the guys already watched it, so yeah, that's what you can expect for next time. But yeah, this is where the video ends here. Again, I keep saying again, but again, thank you for watching. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for all the nice comments in the last couple of reactions we've done. Seriously, I really appreciate it. It keeps me going, you know. It keeps me going. And without further ado, I am out of here. Hope you guys have a damn good day or night wherever you are. And we'll see you in the next reactions. Peace.